Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about my EDC, or my everyday carry. So I'm going to start off with some things that probably most people carry around with them. First of that being my cell phone. Now, I normally carry my cell phone in my left front pocket. Now I don't actually have it on me right now because I'm actually using it to film this video, but that's where I normally would keep it. The next thing that most people carry on them is their car keys. Now for my car keys, I keep it right here in my right front pocket. I use this carabiner and this this leather strap to kind of clip to my belt loop so that it kind of can hang in my pocket. I try to keep my keys pretty minimal. Keep my car key, my house key, and then this rod that I can make a spark with. That's what I normally do there. Try to keep it pretty minimal. I do keep another set of keys in my car that has work key, kind of any other of those other keys that I might need to use. The other thing that most people have on them is their wallet. Now for me, I like a minimalist wallet, something a little bit slimmer that I can fit in my front right pocket. And this keeps everything I need in it, but not necessarily more than I need. So I keep my cards in here, and my license normally goes in here, things like that. Now in the pocket, I do keep a handcuff key and a bobby pin that can be used to shim and then obviously get out of handcuffs. Some helpful things there. I don't have any cash in my wallet. It's just not a lot of space for it, but I do want to carry cash on me. So what I normally do is I have a little bit of cash kind of stuck in my phone case. That's kind of what I do for that. All right, now we've kind of gone over some of the things that I carry that most people carry: phone, keys, wallet. Now we're going to start getting into some things that less and less people carry. The first of these would be my flashlight. Now I carry my flashlight in my left front pocket, kind of clipped to that pocket there. I carry this slim flashlight, really like it. The clip can pop off and you can clip it over here, so you could put it backwards, kind of slide it on a cap, baseball cap. Use it as a headlamp, things like that. It has 3 different modes. It has high, medium, and then strobe light. So kind of some different options there. Now, getting into a little bit why I carry a flashlight and why I don't just use a phone. First off, it is much faster to pull my flashlight out, turn it on, look for things, walk through the dark, things like that, than to try to pull up my phone and then click on my flashlight and then shine it where it needs to go. The other reason would be this flashlight is a lot brighter than the flashlight on your phone. And I can use strobe, which you can't do on a phone. And it's just super quick. Do it real quick. The other thing is, I could use this as a self-defense. Pull it out, hit someone with it if necessary. I would probably more often pull it out and shine bright light in their face, kind of stun them a little bit, but could use it as an impact weapon as well. That's kind of what I do with my flashlight. The next thing that I carry with me is I always carry with me a pocket knife. Now today I'm carrying the Buck 780. I like it. It's got kind of a modified clip point. I use this mostly for kind of as a tool. I don't use this as a weapon. I would probably never pull this out if I was if something happened I need to use a weapon, just because it would take way too long. This is a tool for me. This is opening a box. This is opening a package. This is cutting anything I need cut. That's what I use, and I keep that in my right front pocket as well. Now, sometimes a pocket knife is not quite enough. Sometimes you need a little specialized tool. You need a screwdriver. You need to pry something. Obviously, I wouldn't want to use this to pry something with. So I try to always carry a Swiss Army knife on me. And I normally carry that on my left hip, kind of on my belt loop. Just this little leather case. Pull out a Swiss Army knife. I really like this. It's kind of out of the way right there, but I can still quickly access it if necessary. I mean, you got your bigger blade, which I honestly don't use a ton because I'm carrying this around. So this is faster to access than pulling this out. It does have a smaller blade, which I do actually use much more. This smaller blade allows me to do kind of more detailed work if I need to do something. So I do pull that out on a fairly regular basis. you have bottle openers, and the thing I love about this is I use this as a pry bar. I can use them as screwdrivers, things like that, and I really love that about this. Use those a fair amount if I ever have to work on things and I don't necessarily have a screwdriver or something I can pry with. Speaking of screwdrivers, it also does have a Phillips head on the back. I like this because it's not one of those flat Phillips head that you sometimes have on your multi-tools and your Swiss Army knives. I like that aspect of it. So it's a full Phillips head that you can use. And then it also has, not exactly sure what this is. I use it to punch holes in things. Pretty much the only thing is like a belt. If I need a hole in a specific part on a belt, I can use that to punch a hole. It works out pretty well for me. And then it has a toothpick that you can slide in there and some tweezers. Use those a couple times. So that I keep right there in the leather, and it's just clips to my belt right here. You can easily kind of be put in and out there. Now I also, sometimes I need a bigger knife or something. Now I don't always carry a bigger knife. Sometimes my pocket knife is a little bit smaller. So I normally try to carry a fixed blade. Now fixed blade is a little bit stronger, so kind of more for a survival situation. That's going to be a little bit more helpful than some survival tasks that you try to use with this. You're just going to break the knife. Because with the folding mechanism, they cannot make it nearly as strong as you can a fixed blade. So I normally do EDC a fixed blade. I carry it right here on my right hip, right like that. I carry this spear point, has some serrations for a little bit of sawing. It's going to keep its edge a little bit longer. Paracord, I could take the paracord off, attach it to a spear, use the paracord to set up shelter, things like that. And the reason, I don't know if you saw, but when I pulled it out, it's naturally sitting so that it naturally pulls out this way. My reason for doing that is if I were to get in a situation where I needed to pull my knife out in self-defense, this is how I'm going to fight with the knife. I've got the blade back here that I can use if necessary, but this tang is revealed right here, giving a nice impact tool as well. So I can pull it out and I can already be striking with it without even worrying about this blade quite yet. And I can get them kind of away and then can use the knife if necessary. That's why I carry it like that. If I am going to use it in a survival, obviously it's relatively easy to pull it out and flip it around your hand. You're probably not in a life or death situation when you're using it. For this sheath, I had to modify it a little bit, but it's just it's got a hard plastic and then this like fabric-y kind of Kevlar type material around it, and I just epoxied this clip in, so it's just slid in between the two, and I have epoxy, and that allows me, I can carry it multiple different ways. If I have cargo pants, I can slide it in here if I want it more accessible, if I'm kind of going out in the woods and using it, or I can carry it outside the waistband if I really want to, but honestly, most of the time, I just slide it right in here and kind of clip it on. With the knife being so slim, unless I have a really, really tight shirt on, you're not going to notice it. So that's kind of what I like about this. I can carry a bigger knife and still be able to conceal it relatively easily because it is thin and because it just kind of sits right there. Right on my side. Well, that's everything I carry. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if there's any other videos that you would like to see, and if you have any questions about my EDC.